Welcome to the Let's Talk Smiles podcast, the show dedicated to helping you live your best life with a smile. And now, sharing inside secrets to a Hollywood smile that will take your confidence level from 0 to 100 by the end of this podcast. Your host, the Queen of Smiles and Dentist to the Stars, Dr. Catrice Austin.
Hello, everybody. It's your girl, Dr. Catrice Austin, cosmetic dentist to the stars, and I'm here today because I know you guys may be looking to improve your smiles this year with some of the services that I offer, like porcelain veneers and teeth whitening, or maybe you're looking to do a little home care with your oral care products or your teeth whitening products. You want to do it from the comforts of your home, and you may be looking for a way to get the products or services that you need and pay for it later. Hey, you may have explored some of the other financing options that are on the market out there, like Care Credit, Lending Club, and such. But you found that those options didn't quite work out well for you. So today, on the Let's Talk Smiles podcast, in this episode, I want to introduce you to an option that may be a solution for you. My goal is really to help more patients get the dental care that they need. So I've partnered with a new company called Sunbit that will loan you guys money that may not have ordinarily qualified for some type of payment plan. Yes. So excited. According to a Federal Reserve report on the economic well-being of U.S. households, this report revealed that nearly 40% of Americans can't cover a surprise $400 expense. $400 is a challenge for some people. And we're talking stuff like dental emergencies, let alone the cosmetic dentistry that I do. So this is actually statistics that were before COVID. So I'm sure that this percentage is much higher today. That report was from 2019. So not being able to cover an unexpected expense puts a lot of families and individuals in a very difficult position, which is why I am going to partner with Sunbit, because they realized that this was a problem. This is a problem for dental patients, and now they are going to help us all transform the way that we pay. There's debit, there's credit, and now there's Sunbit. Yes. So we're going to talk about how Sunbit is different. You'll notice recently, guys, that the buy now, pay later model is becoming the standard. Consumers and patients are expecting it. When it comes to consumer goods like furniture, mattresses, workout equipment, clothing, even first class flight upgrades, this new payment plan option exists everywhere, and there is no reason why it should not also exist in the dental office, right? And so I just want to show you guys real quick how Sunbit is different. So it's definitely different than some of the other options that you may have heard of or even applied for in the past. And I am going to, for the people who are watching this via video, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to have you go to, if you're in my office, then I'm going to have an iPad, but you also have the option to do this on the internet, and there'll be a link in my actually in the podcast. You'll see links, and if you follow me on Instagram and on my website vipsmiles.com, you'll also see a way that you can apply. What I love about this is, listen, you can smile now, pay over time, and to apply, it's fast and transparent. They don't want you guys to have any surprises. There's no hard credit checks ever. So you don't have to worry, if you apply that your credit score is going to instantly drop. No. And one of the things that I really love is that they have high approval rates. And this is a best in class offer by far. And that's why I'm partnering with Sunbit. We are going to bring a lot of value to you guys as the patients. Yes. When we talk about the approval rate, we're talking about over 85% approval rate. That is amazing. I don't know any other company that has such a high approval rate. The application takes just 30 seconds to apply. It's a tech-driven application. There is, again, no risk for you to apply because there's no hard credit check ever. And once you apply, you will have the option of a flexible payment plan option of 6, 12, 18, or 24 months. The minimum purchase that you can start using Sunbit will be just as low as $60, which means that this can be used on so many different treatment options. Other companies make you have to purchase X amount, like a couple $100, but $60 is all you need. So if you needed that sonic toothbrush and a teeth whitening kit, I got you. And the max that you as a patient that you could get approved for is going to be $10,000. And they're actually working on making it higher, which I'm sure a lot of you people would be happy, because with $10,000, you could get a nice little upper, smile with Veneers. Sunbit is not a credit card, and so I'm going to go over exactly what is Sunbit. Sunbit is simply a monthly payment plan. They give you a loan and you pay it back in installments. And again, the patient can quickly review on a Sunbit iPad or on your cell phone or your desktop what your repayment options would look like, be it 6, 12, 18, or 24 months. And the key is, we want you to look over your options and see it for yourself and see which options would work for you. And if you're choosing like 6 months, then your down payment may be a little bit different. Your interest rate may be different. And of course, your payment plan repayment terms will be a little bit different. So while you're on that iPad or your desktop and you have a option, you get pre-approved and you have the option of choosing 6, 12, 18 months, you're going to hover your mouse over those different options and they will tell you what your payment terms will be. Now, if you are approved and pre-qualified for anything less than $2,000, you're going to have the option to repay it back in 6, 12, or 18-month repayment plans. If you are approved for $2,000 or more, you're going to have the options of paying it back in 12, 18, or 24 months. So the larger the payments that you're given, the more time they're going to give you to pay it off. And that's what you need, right? Yes. So again, with Sunbit, each patient is going to get a personalized option based on your own financial details. The approval can go up to $10,000, and there is going to be a down payment that's due at the checkout. That down payment may be anywhere between, get this, $1 or 30% of the cost of your purchase amount. The interest rate can range from 0% to 35.99%. And now you're probably asking yourself, wow, 35.99% is a lot. Well, first is it only translates into a few dollars per month. So we're not talking about extreme loans. And second, you will also need to keep in mind that this option is offered to those who don't qualify for the traditional lending at all. So if you have the option of getting your smile, that smile that you've been dreaming of, and you've been not approved by other lenders, and then you get approved for Sunbit, hey, maybe, paying 35% is worth it to you to get the smile of your dreams. So something to consider. Everybody has to make the best decisions for them. But, if you had no other option to get the smile and you have the option of getting this payment plan option, but the interest rate may be a bit higher than normal, then, you definitely have to consider that. And, it's not, the thing that you have to realize to differ from predatory options that are in the hundreds and thousands of dollars. This is not going to be that with Sunbit. Now, again, I just got to say it. You could get approved up to $10,000. There's going to be a down payment. So we're going to need you to have either one of two things. Preferably, we want you to have a debit card. But if you don't have a debit card, then there is a checking account option. That down payment, whatever it is going to be due at the time of checkout. So, for example, if we were to get you approved for $4,100, we'll say, but you only need to use $1,800 of that for, let's say, a porcelain crown or one porcelain veneer, then on $1,800, you may have a down payment at the checkout of $90. That's it. That's all you have to pay up front. And then the rest you can pay over time for the amount of months that you selected. And again, we're going to be very transparent in the payment plan presentation. You will now know that for a purchase amount of $1,800, you're putting down $90. So you're going to finance $1,710 of that's what's going to be left to finance. And then there's going to be your total finance charges. We're going to tell you that your total finances charges is going to be revealed to you up front, what the total will be and what the average month would be. So let's just say for $1,800, your total finance charges are going to be $256, but on a monthly basis, that's $10.68 a month on average. And then we reveal the APR that you're approved for, and then we can go ahead and proceed with completing the application. The great thing is there's no application fees, there's no prepayment penalties. If you decide to pay it off sooner than the terms that you decided, then that is going to be A-okay, and you're not going to get penalized for it. So what we do is, again, we're going to have your state ID or your driver's license. You're going to need that to apply, which means that you'll need to be a U.S. citizen of driving age or state ID age. Now, you can also have a family member apply on your behalf, and you can use their payment plan option as well. Or two of you can apply. So that's a way that you can get the money that you need. Once we have your ID, we are going to scan that in the beginning to see what your payment plan options are and if you pre-qualify. And then after you've selected your terms, at the end, we are going to need that debit card, and we're going to scan in the numbers of the card and complete the transaction. It's all due to technology, and we'll confirm everything is accurate. And when you are done and the card is approved, you are going to see a financing agreement page. And this is where we recommend that you take some space, read the details, look through it, make sure you understand what you're signing up for. And you have an option if you want to see what your credit score is. You can choose that as well. And you can also email that agreement to yourself or to a spouse that may need to see it, that's not in the app in the office with you, to make sure that you as a team make this decision together. And once you agree to the terms, you will sign on the dotted line, and finally you will get authorized for the transaction. It will be complete. And then the main point is you're going to get an email, and that's going to happen automatically, sent from Sunbit to you as the patient. Your email is going to have a copy of the agreement. You're going to also have a schedule of the payments so that you can document that in your cell phone or your calendar, however you keep track of dates and your payments and your finances. Your payments are going to be due on the same date of each month, so in the same amount of installment plans, so you can plan accordingly. You can mark it in your calendars and never get off track, because actually this is going to be taken out of your either debit card or your checking account. So we want you to be prepared. There's no surprises, right? And of course, if you have any questions, you're going to have the information for Sunbit. So if you are listening to this podcast or you're watching the video, just know that in the links here where you're watching it, you're going to have the option to apply and see if you pre-qualify for a loan for up to $10,000. Also, if you follow me on social media, you will find a pre-qualification link in my bio. In the link in my bio, I use Linktree. So if you go to my Instagram or any of my social media platforms, you will find it there as well. Again, this can be done in person in the office with my iPad, or you can do this in the comforts of your home on a iPad or a desktop, and we will send you the details. And if for some reason you get declined, you will see a message that pops right up. We can't know the reason right away legally, but you will receive an email with an explanation. And the good news, once again, is, there's only hopefully a 15% chance that you wouldn't get approved, which is, the chances are, with our fingers crossed and praying to the man above, that you will get approved so that you can get the smile that you're looking for. And, the great thing is, just by applying, you're not, again, going to, it's not going to be a waste of time, and you're definitely not going to have any negative impact to your credit score. And we can't promise that financing a purchase will build your credit score. Nobody knows exactly how the credit bureaus will report the scores and how it will impact your credit. So a lot of people ask that. We can't guarantee, but usually, sometimes when you have a line of credit, you have lending and you're paying stuff back, you never know what can happen. So we're going to make sure that this goes as smoothly as possible. And again, we're going to just be super careful. We know a lot of things are happening where there's fraud and identity theft. So my job as the service provider is going to be to make sure that you come in, that you have your state photo ID or your driver's license, and we want to make sure it is you. And if you have somebody that's coming in with you, we'll need them to come with you at the time that you're getting your treatment started so that we could check their identity and make sure they are who they are. We don't want any problems. Sunbit doesn't want any problems. And I hope that you guys have found some value in this new company. I know you may not have heard of Sunbit now, but I guarantee you they are about to take the dental industry by storm. And I'm so happy to be partnered with them. If you are not a patient of mine and you want to see if this is an option for you, if you apply under me, then you'd have to have the treatment done in my office. If you are in another state, you're not willing to travel, you can go to Sunbit's website, and I will have that information in the description so that if you want to find a Sunbit doctor near you, then you can have that option as well. So thank you so much, guys. You've been listening to the Let's Talk Smiles podcast, and I'll see you next time.
Thanks for listening to the Let's Talk Smiles podcast with Dr. Catrice Austin. We hope you enjoyed this week's episode. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss future episodes, and don't forget to leave an awesome review. This podcast is intended to be informational only. It is not a dental consultation, and this is not personalized dental advice. For medical advice, please consult your dentist.